farm friends, it's Steph and we're at the Farm to Table Kids greenhouse today. Happy December! So since it's December, we are going to talk to you today about bringing your garden indoors. Now is an awesome opportunity to start thinking about things you might want to grow on your kitchen counter because you can. Also, it's a great time to think about like a cool gift to make for someone for the holidays. Because if you have a gardener in your life, trust me, what they want is something green and something to play with. So we're going to talk about other Maine products that you might be able to use for stocking stuffers a little bit later. So in the spring, if you remember, Farm to Table Kids, which is a nonprofit educational farm camp in North Yarmouth, Maine, we did a fundraiser with Coast of Maine and Maine Garden Products, which is the company that built this greenhouse. And Maine Garden Products is a great local company. It's run by Pike Bartlett, and he's a genius. I mean, obviously, look how beautiful this greenhouse is. So he made these boxes special for me, and they're made to be transported inside and outdoors. That's why they have these neat handles. Now, if you don't have one of these boxes, that's okay. Find a big pot, find anything you want to bring in. As you can see over here, I potted up I've got thyme and some old hanging baskets. I also have some rosemary here and another just like leftover basket I had from spring. So make sure you go outside, go into your gardens now. I still have thyme and rosemary alive out in the fields. Go ahead and walk through your gardens. You might be surprised. You might also find some kale or Swiss chard that's still alive, but go ahead and bring those in and put them in your boxes to bring indoors. So we are going to take our beautiful cedar box and we're going to fill it with Coast of Maine Castine blend. We use Coast of Maine exclusively at our farm. And the Castine blend is also in all of the raised beds here in the greenhouse. So I'm a huge fan of it. But we have Cameron Bonsi here from Coast of Maine.
I'm here behind the camera working with Steph.
So as I work to load these up, we are going to hear a little bit about why Castine blend is so incredible.
You're going to put me on the spot here behind the camera? So, Steph, what happened with us is, you know, Coast of Maine, we do compost blends, and we take ocean residuals off the coast of Maine, and we turn them into amazing gardening products.
Ocean residuals
such as lobster shells, mussel shells,
yes,
kelp, and salmon. And it's a residual, and it's a pre-consumer product, so when you buy our stuff, you know exactly where our inputs come from.
Look how loamy it is. Oh, it just feels so good, and it's so dark.
You want to jump in, don't you?
I do, and it's so pillowy. I actually would. Could you? Can we make can somebody donate a pool and we can fill it with this and just make a mess?
Well, what happens is that especially now, this last year, a lot more gardeners, a lot more people doing raised bed gardening, and our products originally didn't actually tell you on the front, they weren't clear about what they were for. So we simply said, look, we got great products, we've got this amazing process, and we just put raised bed mix on the front. And it's become a phenomenal product. What we did was we took our core compost blends, and then we added in things like mycorrhiza and the kelp. It really makes it really super biologically diverse. We got biochar in there, worm castings. So if you want something that has a diverse biology, that's going to be able to help raise just about every type of plant, that's the perfect product for that.
That's incredible. And I love that you have so much ocean biology in it, because that is so, I've been studying a lot of the no-till method and everything. So much of it relates back to like ocean biology.
Well, I mean, you look at what happens in the ocean, and plants like kelp that grow incredibly fast, they actually have over 60 micronutrients in them. It's the microbiology that's really important too.
That's what I love to talk to the kids about, because I tell them in 1 teaspoon or 1 tablespoon of soil, there are more living organisms than people on the planet. And they're like, what? Tell me more! So it's incredible. So as you can see, I am just taking this box, and I had previously dug up lettuce that I have growing in the greenhouse. This greenhouse is heated by solar. So if we have a stretch of cold, gray days in Maine that are below 30, which we'll get there, then everything will kind of get frostbite and die. So I'm going to take these and pot them up and give them out as gifts. speaking of which, you guys, Coast of Maine and Farm to Table Kids are going to give away these boxes. So if you're interested in getting a beautiful box full of mature lettuces and herbs, we're gonna also talk about a giveaway a little bit later. So we've got some beautiful lettuce heads in here. This is chamomile that I had so much fun growing this season. It produced incredibly well all throughout the season, and it sets off these beautiful little daisy flowers. They self-seed really beautifully, and we were dehydrating the heads to make chamomile tea mixes with the kids. So it's so much fun. I'm definitely going to add them to these boxes because they really are a beautiful addition. And then over here, let's see, I've got some arugula, and these are all things that I just dug up from my raised beds and in my fields outside. So the thyme was out in the field, the rosemary came from the field, and these lettuce bits came from the greenhouse. So I'm just gonna transplant these into here. And what I like to do is just keep things that are short in the front and things that are taller in the back. And we'll water these in really well. So if you have things at home, other things that you might find outside ready to plant are thyme. If you have thyme, I guarantee you it's still alive outside because it's been so mild. And then rosemary. If you have rosemary, definitely bring that in. That's beautiful. If you can overwinter rosemary, it will just continue to grow into a big, beautiful, like Christmas tree bush. It's so beautiful as a mature plant. So thyme's nice and in there. So in this box, we have 3 heads of lettuce, some arugula bunches, 2 plants of chamomile, and some beautiful thyme. I need to get the thyme a little deeper. This root ball's exposed. Okay, perfect. Now I'm gonna water this in, and then anytime you transplant, you want to water in excessively. So I'm going to give this a really nice dousing of water so the roots feel nice and cozy and it can set root. So a ton of water. These cedar boxes are made with slats in the bottom, so there's plenty of drainage. The soil's just so good, it's like not even coming out. But I'm gonna water this.
There it is, it dripped a little bit.
Yeah, until the water runs through so I know it's saturated. And then I'm gonna put this in a windowsill. So the exciting news is that we are going to be giving away one of these already planted boxes at each of the 3 Skillin's locations here in Maine. So this is a gift from us to you from Skillin's, Coast of Maine, and Farm to Table Kids. As we talked before, this is, in Maine Garden Products because of the box. So Maine Garden Products box, Coast of Maine soil, Farm to Table Kids seedlings, and pickup is going to be at all 3 Skillin's locations in Falmouth, Cumberland, and Brunswick. We're going to do a drawing by December 15th, so make sure you tag 3 friends in this video and then go and like Farm to Table Kids and Coast of Maine, and we will select a winner by December 15th. All the details are going to be included in the copy with this video, so check them out, and thank you so much for watching, and happy holidays!